Yo, 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 shout out! Oh, 50 viewers, guys. 50 viewers. Ito yung kanina.
Pansin ko lang pre, balagi ka
Shoutout sa inyo, Diana, Jocelyn, Aunt May.
Wala namang ice cream pero andyan ka sa gilid, pahaba ng pahaba, kala mo may sinisilip. Kahit
Hello, Pong
saan,
Jenny.
kahit kailan, may
What's up,
nakadungaw.
what's up?
Parang radar mo pre, lagi kang nakabantay, kumikinang pa, parang handa sa laban. Hulaan ko, may iniisip ka na naman. Dila mo pre, ang likod parang may sariling buhay. Kakakurap ko lang, nandyan ka na naman sa likod ko, abay. Pahaba pa.
Oh, let's go, let's go. Kitang-kita ko na, pre. Oh, ito. Ito yung kanina eh. Baguhin natin yung ano. Baka i-copyright tayo ng bilyonaryo.
Binasag ng World Bank ang rosy picture na ipininta ng pamahalaan ukol sa ekonomiya ng bansa.
Alam mo, totoo lang. Yung mga sangay ng gobyerno, dapat, yung mga independent, hindi dapat ano yan eh. Hiwalay yan, hindi apektado ng political issues sa Pilipinas. Bakit? Nag-fake news sila eh. Napupuwersa sila mag-fake news dahil kung hindi, yari sila. This is just stupid. Alam mo yun? Yung mga taong nakakaalam talaga, kapag inanalyze yan, well, obviously, bagsak talaga ekonomiya. Nako. Paano? Bakit ba kasi? Ang mga narinig lang nating proyekto is laging palabas. Hindi palabas na show. As in, out. Di ba yung sa payment kasi going out na money tsaka going in. So, mas marami yung out. Yun yung point. Kaya nagkaroon ng deficit. So, ideally, government should create projects that first can sustain itself. Second, it can generate income for the government. Justification ng using mga subsidy. Kaya nga wala naman kasing alam yan. Mema yan. Eh, kahit hindi ka na sa economics eh. Napakasimple lang eh. Ilagay mo lang yung sarili mo sa lugar ng buong gobyerno na. Kumuha investor confidence out the window. After maisulong ang ease of paying taxes, unti-unti nang bumaba yung revenue collection ng Pilipinas. Ang problema kasi, our government is so incompetent sa pagkikreate ng self-sustaining projects. Like for example, yung airport, right? Supposedly, that's one of the projects that it can sustain itself. Bakit ba? Bakit ba, sabi ko nga, di ba, lagi ako nag-joke sa inyo. You give the government bubblegum machine. Gumawa sila ng project na bubblegum machine as their business. Within 5 years, malulugi yung bubblegum machine and yung machine na wala pa. That's how incompetent our government is. Nakatuto kasi lagi sa politics. Supposedly, ganun dapat yung mga projects na tinatayo. It can earn, diba? Increase productivity, so you can actually get more taxes in the sense of mas marami kasing kinikita yung tao, that's why yun yung kasi indirect yun, di ba? Kaya ka nagpapagawa ng kalsada para magkaroon ng, para tumaas yung productivity ng buong bansa. Okay? Ang ano dyan ng kalsada, di ba? Kalsada. So ngayon may tutuluyan ngayon yung like yung mga products may pupuntahan, may daanan. So ngayon, dating hindi abot, abot na ngayon. So ngayon, because abot na ngayon, mag-i-increase ngayon yung sales. Pag nag-increase ngayon yung sales, tataas yung revenue. Pag tumaas yung revenue, then tataas yung tax. Mas marami silang ibabayad na tax. That's the idea. Subway at Mindanao that's the thing I don't understand. Matatalino naman sila. Why can't they solve this problem? Ano po yung bubblegum machine? Bago pa naman lumabas, nauubos na agad yung pondo. Tama po ba? Hindi mo alam yung bubblegum machine? Ilan taong ka na ba, Dan Ray? Bubblegum machine, hindi mo alam? Wala kang to, to. Hindi mo alam yan? Eto, hindi mo to alam? Yan? Bubblegum machine. Bubblegum machine. Maybe because the leaders earn from salary. No. Hindi yan yung reason. Hindi yan yung reason. It's because of corruption. Bubblegum machine. Yung bubblegum na nagbebenta ng machine. It's because of corruption. Kaya mas mataas yung nilalagay nilang pera sa project kaysa sa kinikita nila. It's because of freaking corruption. My goodness. Ganito lang kasi yan. Ganito nyo tingnan. You have to look at this in a business perspective. Yung mga tax natin ay ituring yung shareholders funds. We are the shareholders. Then we let them manage it. To make the company or the country more productive and more profitable. That easy. Ganun lang siya kadali. Kahit yung Congress din. Yung Congress, yung oversight nila sa mga budget, sila yung board. Where the stakeholders ba yun? Yeah, shareholders nga. Stakeholders, shareholders. Dude, come on! Hindi kasi empowered COA or third-party independent auditor. That's how you think about it. But here's the problem. Would you really trust your money to a manager that cannot even run a bubblegum machine? Bubblegum machine is parang bumoto ako, kaya dapat ayusin ng politiko ang buhay ko. Yun. Yung funds na binibigay natin, yung tax, yung mga taxes na yan, they should be spending that money sa productive projects that can actually alleviate the life yung status ng country. And naalala nyo, mga business is may mga foundation, right? Tingnan nyo yun as yung sa PhilHealth, yung DSWD, yun. Possible ba na lagyan ng tax yung drugs kagaya nung sa yosi at alak? They can if they want sa marijuana. True, same pag wala sa qualification naghahawak ng pera, yari na, and meron din transparency pag hindi may penalty. What if yung sweldo ng politicians nakadepende sa GDP per capita ng Pinas? Yun nga yung point dito eh. Sinusweldo natin yung mga hayop na yan to actually make the business profitable, or let's say the country profitable, productive, profitable. Kasama na dyan ng mga social justice shit. Kaya ayaw nilang ipasayo yan, FOI. Lahat tayo nag-invest sa bansa through our taxes. Tapos yung ginawa ng government sa investment natin, pinang-ayuda, bilang boto. Wala naman issue. Like for example sa mga PCS o yung mga ganyan, yung mga tumutulong, like sa PhilHealth yan, okay lang yan eh. Walang issue dyan eh. Pero that's only part. That's not the biggest part of our budget. It shouldn't be. Why? Because paano natin isusustain? Tama, paano natin isusustain yan? Yung mga sa charity side natin. If we don't have profitable businesses, you stupid, tapos lolokohin nyo pa yung mga tao na napakaganda ng ekonomiya. World Bank na nga nagsasabi, kahit mga traders, mga simpleng traders lang anuhin mo. Tanungin mo. Kaso kayo, ang corruption is always there, sabi sa sociology. Hindi ko naman sinabi tanggalin. It's because of corruption. That's why yung AI, they should embrace it. Kasi less contact with evil people, less corruption. If everything else is actually automated, like your business, basta nandiyan naman may AI ka to actually analyze the documents and stuff like that, that's easy. Mag-charity ka kung may surplus ka. Kahit si PBBM aminado, di ba? Yeah. Social responsibility ang ginagawa ng PCSO and PhilHealth. Yes, but that should be only part of the whole country. We can do that because we have earning businesses. That's the point of it. this itong profitable businesses na to should actually support that social responsibility. May part doon na pupunta sa ano talaga, bubuhusan niya yun. Kaya ang gagawin mo, para mas marami kang matulungan, i-increase mo yung earnings mo. Ideally, hindi baliktad. Dahil common sense, kung gusto mo mas malaki, yung naitutulong mo sa tao, tataasan mo yung kita mo. Para mas malaki yung chunk na matutulungan mo. Pero hindi ganun. Bakit hindi ganun? Focus lang sila sa tax, hindi sa investment. Tama the government can own like the internet infrastructure, electricity, yung mga importante. Right? They can actually do that. Those are profitable businesses. But because of corruption, they inflate the price of the capital and then yung kita is dinideflate nila. You evil people. Ang ganda sana eh. Kaya ba mainit sa ways and means ngayon? Evil talaga sila. You're inflating the capital, you're deflating the revenue. Ninanakawan nyo yung company. Kaya hirap makaahon, small business, maliban na lang. Yeah. Speaking of facility, shoutout sa Prime Water Camarines Norte. Halos lagi nagreklamo ng consumers. Good ako kay Yusek Claire. Marami siyang gustong sabihin dyan.
Malayo kasi ang economic figures nito sa mga target ng gobyerno. Binasag ng World Bank ang rosy picture na ipininta ng pamahalaan ukol sa ekonomiya ng bansa. Malayo kasi ang economic figures nito sa mga target ng gobyerno.
Mas pinagayabang ni Yusek yung papel daw. Eh yun nga hindi debunk eh. Binasag nga, di ba? Bakit? Kasi naging ugali niyo magpropaganda. Tama I think, correct me if I'm wrong, search it. This is the first time na binasag ng World Bank ang projections and targets ng gobyerno. Why do you think so? Huh? Why? Because this is the only time na propaganda is the rule. Tapos sasabihin nila labanan ng fake news. No. You are the prototype, the archetype of fake news. Isipin mo pati World Bank kailangan kang basagin. Ganon kalala yung fake news nyo at propaganda nyo. This is the first time I heard na binasag ng World Bank ang claims ng government Why? Why? To protect investors? No. Immaterial yan, che. They can protect the investors before. Yes, true propaganda is the rule to... Ngayon, yeah. This is the only time na sobrang nakakadiri. The rule is fake news, the rule is propaganda. Nanggagaling pa mismo sa gobyerno. This is the first time. Kailangan kang basagin ng World Bank. Che, why then? I think I just said it. Masyadong mapanling lang ng gobyerno ngayon. That's the reason, Che. I keep telling you that. Kanina pa. What do you mean? What do you mean, why then? The most corrupt budget in history. Let that sink in. Exactly. Kailangan kang basagin. See, even the traders, even the businessmen cannot actually trust the government on the figures, on the reports, on their projections about the economy. Kayo dapat yung may alam. Now, people have no choice. The businesses have no choice but to do research on their own. Because they cannot trust you. Das padagdag pa ng padagdag yan, nababasag sa mga fake news nyo. My goodness. Nakakahiya, kakadiri.
Pero paglilinaw ng economic figures nito sa mga target ng gobyerno. Pero paglilinaw ng organisasyon, hindi pa huli ang lahat. Narito ang agenda report ni Sujin Kim.
What is the reason World Bank put out this news? Sinong kausap nila, foreign or local audience? No, it's their job, dude. It's their job, Che. Parang IMF yan, o United Nations. What do you mean? What do you mean? Anong reason nila? It's their job. It's their job to look at the economies, financial health of every nation. That's their job.
The Philippines
That's
has
the very reason they exist.
recorded robust but decelerating
Malinaw ang mensahe ng World Bank. Humihina ang takbo ng ekonomiya ng Pilipinas sa gitna ng lumalalang trade crisis at tumitinding tensyon sa ibang bahagi ng mundo. Sa kanilang June
Oh,
lumalalang trade crisis at tumitinding tensyon sa ibang bahagi ng mundo. Sa kanilang
exactly. Oh,
June 2025 Philippine Economic Update, pinasilip ng World Bank ang kanilang growth and inflation estimates hanggang 2027. Makikita na ang growth rate para sa 2025 ay malayo sa target ng pamahalaan na 6%.
naman na.
have potentially higher or more persistent policy uncertainty, particularly around trade, that could result in even greater global growth deceleration than expected.
Ayon sa kanilang senior country economist,
Oh,
bukod
ano ah?
It would result in
6%.
we have potentially higher or more persistent policy uncertainty,
Policy uncertainty. I told you. Businesses, they want status quo. They want predictability. They don't want uncertainty. Because of this bullshit impeachment, you just, Ano ba yan? You poke the bear. Di ba? Kasi kapag bear market, di ba? Bear, you poke the bear. That's what you did. May uncertainty ngayon. May uncertainty ngayon. Tapos, puro pa propaganda yung nasa PCO. Nagsisinungaling ka harap-harapan sa mga Pilipino na okay ang ekonomiya. Hindi. Manahimik ka. Wala ka namang alam dyan. Malamang it is to warn all the foreign government or national banks. Hindi, lahat naman sila, may reports naman sila sa bawat bansa. Hindi lang naman Pilipinas. Nung nakita nila naglabas, ganito na nangyari dyan. May mga sariling report yan. May sariling analysis sa mga bansa. Ngayon yung nakita nila naglabas ng report yung Pilipinas, they have to speak up. Kasi it's fake news. The reason is not because of the investors. The reason is, it is fake news. The reason is inaccurate. That's why they have to speak up. Kasi meron sila sariling report. Tinali ngayon nila, may lumabas ngayon na ito yung target, 6%. Wait, what? How did you do that? It's their job.
Around trade that could result in even greater global growth deceleration.
Yeah. May parating. Pinipilit kasi nila narrative na pampagadala economy yung impeachment. Kabobohan.
And expected.
Ayon sa kanilang senior country economist, bukod sa global policy uncertainty, bunsod ito ng mabagal na takbo ng exports at paghina ng mga industriya
Uy,
sa
ito
bansa.
yung tariff na sinasabi ni Yusik na good news, di ba? Oh, I told you it will slow down the economy. Did I not say that sa content ko? Kasi that's the very point of it. That's the very point of tariff. Di ba ito yung good news na sinasabi ni Yusek? Good news daw kasi tayo naman daw yung pangalawa sa pinakababa, leche. Pwede na ba i-short currency natin? Oo naman. Huwag kayo mag-alala, may Maharlika fan na hindi nagagalaw. Good news yung tariff. Oh, ito. I told you, it will actually affect export sa atin.
On the supply side, we see a deceleration in services, and given the export story, we see a deceleration in industry. Manufacturing has, of course, been affected.
Of course. Kung magkakaroon ng tariff, pang-produce lang ng order yung walang magbibigay ng surplus, right? Why would they produce more? Buti na lang talaga hindi natuloy yung 200 pesos na wage hike. Mas layoff. The government should brace for oil price hike impact. Isa pa yan. The oil cartels, they're actually controlling it. Literal, hindi na tinatago. This is not conspiracy. They actually do it. They even announce it. They're not hiding, guys. The Saudi guys. Kapag masyado mababa yung oil, anong nangyayari? Meeting sila doon. Cut tayo ng supply. Literal. This is not conspiracy. This is not chismis. They actually do it and they even announce it. Nasa businessman, nawalan na ako ng pag-asa sa Pinas. Sinusurvive ko na lang. 5 peso fuel increase na, di ba? Cut production pag mababa ang oil price. Yes, next week daw.
By the of course been affected by
Kaya I
the,
told you guys what I've been telling you. If you're going to hold like cash or your savings, convert it to US dollars, then save it. I've been saying that since 2013, 2015. 2015 ako nag-ingay talaga ng todo eh.
the global policy uncertainties.
Sa fiscal front, lumobo sa 7.3% ng GDP ang fiscal deficit sa unang
Fiscal deficit is just the balance ng going in and going out. Ibig sabihin yan, 7% ng GDP yung tinaas ng deficit. Yun lang.
quarter ng taon. Umaasa ang World Bank na mababalik sa tamang landas ang expenditure at mapapaliit ang deficit this year.
So
How? How are we going to do that? We still have the subsidies sa bigas. We still have ayuda. And we don't have anything. Since nag-cut na rin ng production yung iba para sa export, then ibig sabihin it means lower tax, right? Why? Because every item has a tax. How are they gonna do that? Taasan ng taksa ng mga seaman. Tama.
that's our expectation, is that the government is committed to implementing its budget and its medium-term fiscal framework. And
Maybe the Bangko Sentral enforcing a tighter monetary policy. They have to if the inflation is going up.
over the meeting its budget and its medium-term fiscal framework. And over the medium term, as I mentioned, the key is to gradually narrow the deficit to rebuild fiscal space.
Hindi rin ligtas ang bansa
Minsan kasi ang problema sa Bangko Sentral, political din eh. They're doing yung monetary policy for the pag-uutang yung gobyerno eh. Buwisit din eh, no? Well, yun naman din yung nila para tulungan din yung government. Kaso, anyway.
sa banta ng tariffs. Binigyang pansin ng World Bank ang 90-day pause sa tariff hike ni US President Trump. Banta ito sa investments at exports ng Pilipinas. Ang rekomendasyon ng World Bank,
Totoo, yung export nga talaga, dyan.
optimal response for the Philippines and for
Kaya gusto ko pa din malaman kung may positive outcome ba ang pagbenta nila ng gold reserves. Holding dollars. Dude, didn't you just hear me say na if you're going to save, put it in US dollars? And then you're asking me kung ano yung good outcome na pagbenta ng gold? Holding US dollars, dude! I just said it kanina.
other countries is actually to double down on domestic reforms. Reducing investment
Domestic reforms daw. Ano yun?
costs is actually to double down on domestic reforms. Reducing investment costs at home. So
Reducing investment costs at home. Narinig niyo yun? Government? Are you gonna do that? I don't think so. So good luck. Good luck, Philippines.
this is an opportunity. Is an opportunity for the Philippines to focus on doubling down on domestic reforms.
Payo pa ng World Bank,
Domestic reforms. Lakihan ng ayuda. Yan yung domestic reforms. Lakihan yung ayuda.
tuloy-tuloy lang din sa paglalagda ng mga regional trade agreements upang maibsan ang mga risk sa kalakalan. Para sa
Reduce tax daw. Diba isa ako sa mga nagpo-promote niyan. Kasi natatakot yung gobyerno na bawasan yung tax sa businesses. Kasi kukunti income nila. Pero maraming research na hindi ganoon yung nangyari. Pag binawasan mo yung tax sa businesses, lalong mas tumataas yung collection mo ng yung tax. Lalo pag nagiging productive, di ba? Kasi nagiging obstacle din yung tax sa productivity eh. Nagets nyo? Taasan pa digital tax. Pucha. O anyway, yun lang naman. O ihuli natin yung kay Melo Yap. Ha? Ihuli natin. God bless sa inyo lahat.